Welcome to Subramani. I'm sure you've clicked on the bell icon and subscribed. So, welcome to the third chapter, right? Many people still ask, why should I plan for my retirement? I don't know, but isn't it that 10 years back or 15 years back asking this question was perhaps okay? But today, take a wedding. 20 years ago, in weddings in middle class houses, did not require a wedding planner. But today, a wedding planner has become more or less a necessity because the whole family, the mother, father, everybody shifts out of the house, go and stay in a hotel or a club or a gymkhana 2 days before the wedding, right? So all the arrangements are made from there. The house is rarely looked into. So that's what we do. So we go to a planner. So things have changed, right? So similarly, I'm sure your father did not sit down and plan for it. If you're in your 40s or if you're in your 50s, your father did not plan for his retirement, but he knew approximately what he had and how he would live. And he always knew that he had two children or three children, and they would always be his backup plan. Today, if you have one child and heaven forbid, but if something were to happen to that kid, then what happens? There's no backup plan with children. So you are your retirement plan. If your children are there and they are willing to take care of you, at least emotionally, then it is different. However, financially to depend on the younger generation seems to be a loser's game. And I'm sure all of you watch Bagban, and so suddenly priorities change. Children don't have the ability and time to look after you. And I'm not talking of having 4 children where one child does not look after you. I'm not talking of one child and that child, something happening to the child is challenged physically, he has a problem, he dies, any of those things. Then who is going to look after you? So the need to plan for retirement, I think, is very clear and it is there. And like an unknown man said, failing to plan is just planning to fail. So let me give you, for those people who are still not convinced that they need to plan, let me give you the reasons, at least the reasons which I have given in my book. One, timing of retirement. All of us know that when we have to retire, the outer limit is already there. So the day you get your first job letter, it says, okay, you have joined in 2030, so you will retire in 2059 or something like that according to your date of birth. Your retirement age is already known. Please remember, in corporate India today, the chances are it will get advanced but not delayed, right? So be ready for an advancement on that, but yes, you know the date on which the journey is going to end. You need to maintain your pre-retirement lifestyle during your post-retirement also, right? So that don't be in a denial saying I will live with less. You will not. If you've got used to a maid, a servant, a driver, etc., you will live with a maid, a servant and a driver. You have very little choice. If you're forced to, it's a different thing. But given a choice, you would not like to give up on lifestyle. None of us are willing to give up on lifestyle. We need our smartphones to be changed every 2-3 years, our laptops change every 5 years, our cars change every 5-6 years. So we are addicted to those things, we will be addicted to those things, and we will need that change. Why do you need a new smartphone? Simply because the old smartphone battery will not work, or it will drag. You will need to charge it 6 hours every day, and you will get irritated and you say, let me get a new phone, right? So that is bound to happen. These products are not built to last. You are built to last. That's the problem. We need to, even when you're young, when you're in your 20s, 30s, 40s, you need to prepare yourself physically and mentally for retirement. So that is another thing. So start preparing yourself for retirement. And in money, obviously, you want to be self-sufficient. Other reasons are slightly more esoteric, but it is drawn from here to one, to protect you and your family against financial risk, right? There are financial risks. You can fall ill, you can have a critical illness, you can die young, you can live long, right? So the solution to dying young is, if you die young, you take a term insurance and make sure that your family lives, because you buy term insurance not because you will die, you buy term insurance because your family will live. So you take a term insurance for the early death problem, and you take an annuity or a pension annuity for your longevity problem. You will get a pension till the age of 125 if you happen to live that long. So take a decent sum so that which does not look too bad and when you're in your 80s or 90s, and does not look too puny when you are 125 years of age. We don't know, so we need to be prepared for that. We didn't know whether we will die at 32, we took a term insurance. We don't know whether we will live till 120, therefore we take term insurance, right? So 120 is an exaggeration, but even if you're going to live till 95, maybe 65 is a good age to be buying an annuity without return of premium, right? To reduce or eliminate personal debt when you are young, when you're say 25, 26, and you realize that you need so much money for your retirement, etc., you will suddenly reduce your personal debt, because you realize that if you die, what happens? How will your family pay the debt, right? So you will reduce your EMI and increase your SIP, which is anyway good. But if you have borrowings to that extent, you must have your life term insurance, right? One more reason for building up a corpus for retirement is to support your career switches. Suppose at the age of 38, you decide to leave your job and start off something on your own, or you join a small startup and not you are working in a company with 80,000 employees. Now you're going to a company with 40 employees, right? So these kind of things, if you want to do, you have to have a corpus which will support you. So that's one more reason. So any break in your life should be called a temporary retirement. We just say, oh, he's taking a break. He's, that's not true. You're not taking a break. You're trying to experiment with something new. During that period, you need your salary or some kind of cash flow. For all this, your retirement corpus or whatever name it is called, we have decided to call it retirement corpus, but you may call it by some other name. That corpus should be able to feed you for a few years, right? To support the cost of raising kids, you should know how much money you can allocate for kids and how much for your retirement. Don't confuse the two. Your retirement is far more important than kids studying abroad. To take care of some unforeseen risks which can happen, to afford all the assets that you will buy in life. See, it's a very funny thing, because at the age of 35 or say 38, you develop cancer or a kidney failure. After that, you're completely uninsurable. So one of the first regrets that a person has when he has been identified with a big illness is to say, oh my God, I don't have adequate insurance. Now what happens? Because he's reached the stage when you may not get any insurance at all because of the illness. Then what happens, right? So therefore you need to have some plan to be able to retire at all. What happens if you don't have a plan and suddenly you're asked to go, right? All your work will look like work in progress, and so you have to have a corpus to handle that, to handle the uninsurable medical expenses. Some medical expenses can't be insured, so what do? You have to have your own capital to support you during that period. To deal with the completely unexpected, we do not know what all we have touched here, but the chances are there could be something outside this box, right? So the question is, how do you handle that? So now let us look at the guide for planning. Retirement planning sounds pretty intimidating to people, right? So they say, oh God, ये क्या है? इतना बड़ा problem है. Now what do I do, right? But it is not so. It is difficult, but it is not impossible to do. You know you need a big amount of money. Don't worry about saying who it will be, what will be the amount, right? Don't worry about all those things. Just get started. Thank you. Thank you. Bye.